Okay. What language do you prefer, Mizo or English?
Mizo.
Me economic.
Mizo.
Mizo mo.
Mizo.
Mizo, Mizo sa team lo. Is there any student who don't understand Mizo language? Are there any students?
Good afternoon.
Okay. Afternoon. So since we have a friend who don't understand Mizo, my lecture is going to be in English, bilingual. In between, I will be explaining in both Mizo and English. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine?
Fine, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, today we will be learning chapter 1. I hope you all have textbook with you. Do you all have this textbook? This one?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Since
No, sir.
tutunget lekabu textbook này lâu lết.
No.
Okay. Leh engko ni sila COVID-19 bangin, so we all know that our situation, right? We are facing a pandemic,
Yes, sir.
so we are unable to attend the regular class.
Yes,
So
sir.
the MBSC has reduced your lessons. The MBSC has omitted many lessons. So first of all, I am going to tell you what topics are included and what topics are selected for this academic session. Chapter 1 Akhan. Chapter 1 we will be learning what is economics, the definition of economics, difference between micro and macroeconomics, and positive and normative economics, and then the central problems of economy, and the difference between accounting and opportunity cost. That is all for chapter 1. Am I clear? Chapter 1.
Sir, can you repeat?
Sir, please can you repeat?
Okay, I repeat once. Chapter 1, we will be learning, first of all, the definition of economics, and then the difference between micro and macroeconomics, and then again the difference between positive and normative economics. And then there we have the central problems, the problems of economy. Central problems of an economy. It is there in page number 20. And then accounting and opportunity costs. That is all for chapter 1. Okay, today we will be teaching those. Okay, first of all, economics. Economics can teach one. It is there written in chapter 4. Economics is a subject matter that focuses on the rational management of scarce resources. Okay, longai tharuo bencheng loila inchente ta bencheng. Economics is a subject matter that focuses on the rational management of scarce resources in a manner such that our economic welfare is maximized. First of all, we should know that we have limited resources, right? Our petroleum, we have a very limited resources. So what economics trying to do is to focus on the rational uses of those limited resources. And then petroleum teponi sela resources sumsing hi kovela hianin limited da claim te kan nei ta ni chu economics a chunin a man dan engtin nge kan resources ho hi i enge thale zualin mo engtin nge kan manang kan man thiamang ti kha kan zir tum da chun dan. So it can even we can even include the consumption and production of individual or industry. And then suppose you have 10 rupees or 100 rupees, so you should know what to buy and what not to. You need to know how to rationally use your money. Tro paisa kan nei pon man thiam tin nge chu leila wila. You should know what to buy and what not to buy. All those factors of consumption and production comes under economics. Joining and then we have a very broad division of economics, that is micro and macro. Micro simply means small. Micro khaja small tinan nei ta te thil te tham sena ni micro chu. John macro chu, it is the opposite of micro. Under macro it comes a wider sense or a broader sense of economics. John micro in under microeconomics, it is a problems or when economic problems or economic issues are studied considering small economic unit like an individual consumer or individual producers. Microeconomics we studied about the problems faced by an individual or a personal. So we all are individual and then we form a society, a group. And then under microeconomics, we are specifically studying about our own problems, individual problems, and then how an individual make its own production, how an individual make its own consumption. It all comes under microeconomics. And then macro means broader or bigger in the sense that under macroeconomics it is written or we are studying about the problems of a society or a country or a nation. And then you can even see here in your textbook, page number 6. The vital components of microeconomics are theory of consumer behavior. Consumer behavior too, and consumer in the sense that we all are part of the consumer. We consume something from the, we even buy something, we even purchase from the market. So we are directly or indirectly consumer. So consumer behavior, the vital components of microeconomics are: number 1, theory of consumer behavior. Consumer behavior actually consumer ni chon thil mang tu dro kang ho kha until do zong te, how did they manage their limited resources? Suppose there are two goods, apple and orange. Chorin kha consumer behavior chorin, some consumer prefer apple over orange and some prefers orange over apple. So that kind of study comes under consumer behavior. Number 2, theory of producers behavior. Producers in the sense those who make goods and services for the market or for the economy. Producer industry tenoma. So even the teacher can become part of producer because he multiply or he produce his knowledge to the students. And then theory of price. Theory of price is studies how price of goods and determine commodity market. And under theory of price, we are studying about the particular price that are prevailing in the market. Current price, nominal price te ontani kha price a choni thil man thim market a dora kan vakala engzange choni thil mana zira kan demand thil mana sande choni kan demand atlema an diam de chon kan lei tamtani. So if the price is if there is a lower price in the market, we tend to buy some a larger quantity of goods. But if the price is a bit expensive, then we tend to buy lesser of that commodity. So we all study, or those comes under the vital components of microeconomics. And then macro, as it is written, it is bigger and it is wider concept than the microeconomics. So under macroeconomics, we are learning about the problems faced by, not only the problems, the economic activity or the behavior of the society, the collective individual comes under the macroeconomics. Indian economy US economy that comes under macroeconomics. The vital components of macroeconomics are theory-related equilibrium, level of output and employment, theory-related inflationary and deflationary. Under macroeconomics, we studied about the level of employment or unemployment, inflation and deflation. And, macroeconomy achonin nanai exam nge nanai lo namulo exam nge tite. Inflation means the general rise in price. Tilman san ka inflation tani, deflation ka opposite chia tilman diam kan deflation tani. Kang zong ka macro achon kan zir tani society as a whole kan or as a country kan. Chuanin fiscal and monetary policy, and then comes money supply, and then government budget and exchange rate and BOP. Kang zong ka chu nakina next chapter vela kan lalu chilanga. We will all learn in depth in the next chapter about fiscal and monetary policy, money supply, and then government budget. So, and then as you can see in page number 7, microeconomics and macroeconomics. Macro, as we have said, it is smaller in the sense that it deals with the individual problems. But macro is a broader concept, and it includes the problems of a country or a society. And now we okay, and then comes positive and normative economics. Positive economics are kachuanin. The positive economic studies describe what is and what would be. Positive economics are a problem ka enge chia engtin ge ni sela tram mo engtin ge future ni zok sela chu tem chuan ti kha positive achon ganjir tani. Under positive economics, we are studying about what exactly is the problem, what is the current situation, what was the past situation, and then what would be the future. All those comes under the positive economics. Positive achonin enge athil problem chia kha mo engtin nge ni sela engtin nge chu I product zo gela engtin nge siamila chu engtin nge siamila. We are studying about the exact or the specific problems. What was, what is, and what would be. Until suppose the Indian economy during the British rule, it was largely dominated by poverty and unemployment. Even till now, Indian economy is suffering from unemployment problem and even poverty and illiteracy and even inflation and underproduction of agriculture. So we if we are going to study Indian economy in the perspective of positive economics, then we can easily know that what was the problem, what was the exact problem of Indian economy during before independence, what is the exact problems of Indian economy in the current situation, and what would be the economic problems, the Indian economic problems in the future. It comes, all those comes under positive. And then normative, in the sense that, on the other hand, it studies what ought to be. It focuses on norms or aims related to economic issue, problems, value, judgment, or opinion. So normative economics zoning, so the zone is sela. What ought to be ni zone hentiran mana Indian economy ka katilo zong kan kalpui sela tiangji kating zonga what ought to be ni zone kateng zonga antinan tunami po hi government policies tam tak po hi a success khelo tani khang zong kha normative achon vectani. What normative economics studies the government policies and issues, or the government programs that we are having, that are undergoing at this situation. And then nizain lona kan tekan chetani nizain lona MNREGS. So if we are going to learn about the MGNREGS under normative, we can easily know that this program should be undergo this way, or MNREGS ka intinan sarkar hen hetilo zong hen kalpui sela mo MNREGS lo po til dang shim ka for the benefit of the society mi puite khotlang ham thatna tu zoga chuti chon kalpui sela du khop lo na kan na chi zong khan normative pa chon on kalvek tu khashe turun tan chonin central problems of economy of tani central problems are chonin enge a problem enge in har sab na chi enge economy yani ato iha ga jodon tani. The central problems of economy are, there are three central problems. Broadly, there are three central problems. There are what to produce, how much, how to produce, and for whom to produce. In the beginning of the class, I have already mentioned that we have a very limited resources. So we should know how to use those resources judiciously, or in a very rational manner. To be able to know how to use, how to produce, and for whom to produce comes under the central problems. And then first central problem is what to produce. Central problems of an economy, point 1-2, what to produce in Italy. What to produce actually till siam chok to produce sarkanin Asia tangania till siam chok to kadro. They cannot just simply produce whatever they like. First, they should know, or they should conduct research regarding what to produce. What exactly should they produce? And then it comes under the what to produce. Producers have very limited resources, as I've already mentioned. Producers, let's say there is one factory dealing with consumers' goods and goods, biscuits, bread and butter, or whatever, those kind of consumer goods. So the producers should exactly know what to produce. adu du asiam chu kha chuanin market a han sang kha kal kher lo mai thei mi pui kha nan du vek mai the athil siam kha kha ta tak kha
Sáng là hạ sa anh mà hi
ben cheng kha ini she thei em leo chema kilri motor ri tang khan in kal son thei de mo ben cheng de khoma
mình
motor
mình
ri mani
là hầu gì ngọc hơn mà cái con này là ba trong tay mình học production association number one là chạy như number one này hay mi ở
Và bên trên
ma ne rum choi da em ma ne rum choi
và bên trên
le what to produce kha chuanin
Monica mute thế mà.
ui phi đâu ấy đó
a fem ka trong a fem
Yes, sir. Thì hắn nó thật
Yes.
cái trong chỗ phía
Sir.
ma ne rum ma chau khan kan no mem ma ne rum chau a
Yes.
ben cheng enge mani motor ri ver kha shiat ta
sir
o ti kha chona are to tero
mới ní tí khác bên trên
oh are de o ti khan le central problems kha chon pakhata an ti kha chon what to produce in chon enge siam chu chi tu ti kha thil siam chok tu kha na shiat angai ni pakhata chunin achan chu kan soi to kha limited resources I kan na ya chu kha man thiam kha zirangai ni producer kha ni thil la du zong kha ama du thlan na ang zong kha avasiam chomot thelo vasiam chomot sela bazara shaldon sela mi pui kha nan du I athil siam cho zong kha an lo lei kher lo mi the kha tak kha I a problem chu ni ta ni kha ta tak kha nin the problem lies on the producers should exactly know what to produce and then kind of goods regarding may relate to kind of goods are joining to like joining hey the digital world we are living in a digital world so the producers exactly know what they produce suppose we mobile phone te laptop te hey cutting chi other related goods and services are really desired by the producers, I mean the consumers. Kavan kanin I cutting til siam chok tu kanin tikhan mi puinan du ni tikhan om sia khati khanom siam chok ta ni phone chi sang te kan chata kan nei ta kata khanin antinan phone a siam chodon khanin a siam chok tu khanin research and development khati pasak photanga ya khami zir khan phone ni lo phone chau lo por thil dan kha aron siam chok zelang achan chu mi puiten an du ti kha shetani achan chu adu a siam phone a siam cho lai ka chonin thil dan a siam cho kha a in sum de wa achan chu because the producers is with a limited resources chon central problems number 2 chon how to produce a chonin engtin nge there are factors of production to MPSC here in aron limit aron peidaya tun kumatan here factors of production kan ti chuanin land labor capital entrepreneur hintani factors of production chu thil siam chona na kan vakman ho khani bai land chu antinan farmer tan land chu factors of production poimo takan ya chan chu land tello in thaya chin thailo for the farmers one of the most important factors of production is becomes land because without land you cannot even grow agricultural crops. Farmer tan chonin lo nei tu tan chonin lei kan ti meta mi zo chonin khami ram ang chi kha factors of production thil siam chonan poimo takan tani chonin enta heta industry tan chonin manufacturing industry tan chonin the factor of production one of the most important factor of production comes capital to sum no thil siam chu nan kan man tu rong chi sum kan kan so here the problem lies how to produce it is how to produce is related with the producers again because they should know how to produce of those goods and services I engting labor intensive dewin thil hi kan siam chonga nilowin capital intensive dewin labor intensive kan ti chuanin labor kan ti chuan machine kut wat na engting kut na thokam chi kha khatiam chi bang khan kan thil hi kan siam chok don nge nilo chuti nilo chuanin I machinery bang te khan kan siam chok ang ti kha the decision should be decided by the producer. How to produce an internet machine mang veka di chorin til producer kharin atil siam chu nan kharin sum le pai kha sek dem don tari chumi nilawa antinan machine tha man chonin okay the quality might be not that good but it is sure that the producer is going to spend a lesser amount of his limited resources chuanin for whom to produce and letani for whom to produce khachu kan soeng khain tu ne na nge for whom in jon khoya nge tu ne na nge kan thil siam chu kha avakalang tu nge lo mamom ti kha aron leta the third point of central problems of an economy comes for whom to produce. For whom to produce simply means the producer should know before that his productions where his productions are going to whom it concern. All those comes under the category of for whom to produce. For whom to produce actually engine lo nei tu pakhat kaloni tani bu te kalo thar taila ka bu thar kha khoya chian nge akal mo tu nge lo mang tu nge lo yang ka teng zong ha ka shet khoda ka tan han I should have make a decision according to the research that I have conducted about for whom to produce. Jorin and Tirnan industry pakhatom tani industry kha thilan siam chok thil chha changan siam chok ta masa until siam chok kha and if the industry produce without having any thorough research about for whom to produce till enge masa in till enge moni research veranti lo chonin thil tangkai lo mo consumer tena an mamo vak lo kha an siam chok ve tho theni kha omziam lo that's going to be a waste of money, a waste of energy, and even it can become a waste of its own capital and labor factors of production. So khatenga ni wang khanin thil tu lo siam chua teu khami kha kan avoid don chuanin kan shet chen phasak ngai tan utenge mamonga exact nge mo it's about the quantity or even the quality. All those should be thoroughly understand by the producers. Chuan pakhat okay and then the central problems of economy can have again the solution regarding central problems in different economies. Kami ka solution om letani central problems ka how to produce like for whom to produce ka solution la chorin pakhala choin market economy kan ti chorin I sarkar terlo market economy can be defined as the economy which is wholly controlled by the market functioning of goods and services without the interference of government. Anitani market economy actually sarkar ina avat a control ni mi alowin market condition ai sum do na hun pui khan meta thil kan va laya kan va ashar na hun kha khata khanin market economy actually khatiam zong kha I government khanin thil man po kha bi thlia chong lo thil man heti za thi ni ro se ti kha sarkar khan ron bi thlia mi lo ma sela I by its own market khabo and then consumer le producer on ta thil sha tu le thil lai tu kha khami te na ain rem siam na nga thil man ron te khatiang kha market economy chingtani I tunla chonin government here a control na sa to ementa I kan thil lei tam tak ko hi I asiam chok tu te du dan lovin mark I sarkarin chumi chu hemi hi chumi man chumi ro se chumi za chumi ro se tia a control na khan tani ma se under market economy it is without the interference of governments or without the authority of government the price of goods and services are wholly decided by the agreement between consumers and producers during the producers automatically know that what goods to be produced, how to produce and for whom to produce. So in centrally planned economy, centrally planned government in central sarkar in mo mu malataka danaron siam manga economy kai shoi khanitani chorin khata khachori government khan thu nei vekta heta keima dia minor pui khan thu wan van ei tani chorin khata khanin government khan chumi za chu produce turani mo chumi antinan pen nan lo siam tani pen chu pen kha in zor chorin chumi za man chuni ro se ki zong kha central sarkar mo thu nei tu bi khan ron control vektani chorin under centrally planned economy, the government or some organization control all the economic activities regarding the price of the products or regarding the quantity of the products. And then the government decided how much does it cost, how much a particular product should cost. All those price and quantity or even the quality should be or are decided by the government and its related organization. Joining here we have again mixed economy. Mixed economy at joining. Mixed economy at joining. It is the existence of both private or public sector. Mixed economy as private countries only do not have Indian economy is one of the best example of mixed economy because there are coexistence between private and public sector. Private countries only do not school example lo taila kan school tai private ro because an individual control. An individual established. First of all, a private sector can be defined as those sectors which are wholly controlled by the private individual. Public sector kacholin sarkarina control na sarkar thunai na mga industry mo sector shimshiman din kha public sector and private khachu opposite che kan private kacholin private mimalina and control na amchi khan tani. So the existence of the mutual coexistence between private and public can be termed as mixed economy. So Indian economy, it is a kind of mixed economy as well as centrally planned economy. Sarkar thunai na tam tak mangin market economy shimshim hikala, but at the same time even the private have their own freedom for undertaking their own business. So it's not necessarily mean that the government have control each and every economic activity, but the private individual even have their own freedom to a large extent. Mixed economy, we can term Indian economy as mixed economy as well as in the sense that it is a centrally planned economy. So do you have any questions regarding those topics? Before I close my lesson. Okay, I hope everything so far, I have explained everything clear. Okay, that is all for today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Bye
bye.
bye sir.
bye bye.
Yes, sir.
Coach. Coach.
Bye.
Anh gì là
Question này đâu mồ? Rồi nó.